Hey guys, I'm Meg and you're watching Meg's Creations. We are back with another kind of chatty video and talk through on my thoughts and my kind of inspiration behind an illustration piece that I've done. Now I'm filming two videos this morning, so by the time this goes up I will have a proper name for this kind of video, but at the moment I still can't remember what I decided to call it, so you'll just have to look up there, and that's what this kind of series or type of video is going to be called. But basically what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be selecting a piece of artwork that I've done recently that I haven't filmed, and I'm going to talk about it, talk about my inspiration, my thought process, why I decided to do the things in the way that I did them, and just give you guys an insight, because I think it's quite interesting, especially with creative people, to see their thought process behind it and why they chose to do the things that they did. If you guys want to watch this, just keep watching and let's get into it. So the piece that I chose for this video today is actually a piece of artwork that I did for Local Wolves. Now, if you haven't checked out Local Wolves, they are an online publication and they are fantastic. So I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below to where you can read their online publication. Definitely go check it out because it is awesome. But if you guys have been following me for quite some time, you will know that I have done quite a lot of illustrations for Local Wolves, and every single month they come out with a new publication with a new theme. And so the theme for this month and my brief for this illustration was that they were working on the Inspiring Souls issue, which should be up by the time this video is up. So if it is, I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below. So basically it's creatives who built their own brand for themselves. The modern world has jobs that are unique and not the traditional, like where our parents were doing. Kind of like just showcasing, I guess it's millennials. Is that what we're called, or is that what kind of the generation younger than us are called? Millennials, I think. Basically just showcasing this kind of growing industry of people making themselves a brand and being able to pursue careers in their own brand, which is basically their own identity. And so with that in mind, I wanted to just represent kind of an array of people who just have different styles, different looks. And so I thought it would be cool to kind of do a walking sequence. And so with that in mind, I went on Google and I searched walking sequence or kind of walking steps and that kind of thing. And I came up with a few pictures, which I'll put on the screen now, of someone just going from a standing position, walking and then stopping. And so that was my kind of base, is to have 5 people. I decided to choose 5 because I like the fact that there were 2 girls and a guy in the middle and 2 girls. There was just, it kind of made sense in my mind. So the person would start walking, it would be a different walking position, another walking position, another walking position, and another walking position. 5 different people, but as if someone is actually just taking a few steps. Does that make sense? I've probably made that even more confusing than it actually is, but we're just gonna keep going. So that was the base of my idea, and then I decided, so actually no, I decided that first, and then I decided that I wanted 2 girls on the left, 2 girls on the right, and then 1 guy in the middle. And then I decided to just go on Google, go on Instagram and research kind of current fashion trends. And I specifically took inspiration, or I wanted to specifically take inspiration from YouTubers. And so I can't remember, but I know that I researched like Nikki Phillippi, Carrie Rad, Arden Rose, and then there was a male YouTuber who I can't remember his name, but I took inspiration from him. I also took inspiration from Ingrid Nilsson, and I wanted to just, I also took inspiration from Estee Lalonde. And so I took inspiration from their outfits and applied it to the illustration. I just realized I haven't even shown you the illustration. This is the complete illustration here, and so I can actually go through. I think that this was inspired by Nikki Phillippi or Arden Rose, I can't remember. This one was definitely inspired by Ingrid Nilsson. This one was inspired by a male YouTuber who I cannot remember the name of. This one was inspired by Estee. Obviously not the hair, but lilac hair and pastel hair is really on trend. Is it on trend still? I don't know, I might be behind the times, but to my knowledge it's really on trend. So I decided to just add in some funky colored hair. And then this outfit and this kind of look was inspired by Carrie Rose. Basically, I wanted the focus to be on the outfits, and to be honest, drawing faces I can't, unless I have a reference picture, I find it very difficult to draw faces. So that's definitely something that I have to work on. So that's the reason why I left the skin tones and the faces blank. But the key point that is kind of consistent throughout all these pictures is that they are carrying their laptops and their technology with them in different forms. And I think that's a huge part of people today with their own brands, is that they're working on the go. Their laptops are basically their lives, or their computers are their lives, because their brand is mainly predominantly online. And so as you can see, we got the first one, she's just carrying her laptop. Second one, she's got it in her big bag and then she's looking at her phone. The guy has got it in his bag. This one, she's got it in her bag. You can kind of see it peeking out there. And the fourth one, I mean, she'll probably have like a small phone or tablet in her bag. But I just wanted to represent that throughout all of the people illustrations. And yeah, I wanted to keep the kind of painting style very simple with kind of defined shadows. So as you can see, it's kind of a block color, and then we just have a dark shadow to just give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more interest. And I was just basically experimenting with different styles. In all honesty, whenever I go into an illustration, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. In art in general, I have no idea what I'm doing. I never have like a format of how I approach my art, which I probably should do, but you know what? It definitely lends itself to be very exciting and kind of just new, and it inspires me to be able to try new things all the time. Inspires me, and I think that's what keeps me going with my creating and with my art. So I decided to just keep it in this kind of style, whatever style this is. And again, I do really enjoy mixing watercolors with black pen, so I decided to outline these illustrations in black pen. I used my Beryl handwriting pen, which is actually, it's got a funny story behind it. I used to use that pen in school. It was about year 6, and we would always have to write in pencil. But then when we got to year 6, we had to do a test using the pen, and if our handwriting was nice enough, we would get a pen license. And Beryl handwriting pens are the pens that we were given when we got our pen licenses, so it kind of holds a special place in my heart. But anyways, so I used that pen for the outline here, and then for the watercolors, again, I used my Winsor & Newton travel watercolor palette. So yeah, a very, very basic illustration, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I really enjoyed this kind of style, so I want to try do a few more illustrations in this kind of style. So if you guys want to check out the illustration in the actual magazine, I'm going to leave a link in the description box down below. Please also support Local Wolves. I'm going to leave all their social media down below, because they are just wonderful, wonderful people, and they are creating awesome things. So that is the video for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a big whoosh thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would love you to subscribe and join the Megs Creations community. It's really wonderful and positive here, and I hope that everyone has a lovely time. So you can subscribe by clicking the button down below, or there'll be a button on the screen, and it just means that you don't miss out on any new videos. And as always guys, stay positive, stay creative, have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all soon for another video. Bye!